But ultimately, the greatest lesson that we can share with you and that we have shared with you again and again is that it is up to you. No one can learn your lessons for you in this life. No one can apply the wisdom for you to your lessons or your mistakes or your triumphs in this life. It is ultimately up to us as individuals. The only thing that we have control over in this life is our own life. Our own choices, our own energy, our own emotions, what we choose to pay attention to. Life is constantly speaking to you. As each millisecond unfolds before you, there's lesson after lesson after lesson to learn. It's a matter of you paying attention and choosing higher, choosing better, and doing better as each of these lessons unfolds before you. When you have those moments of deja vu, you can celebrate. Celebrate because you are on your path. Ask for help. Ask for help of your guides and your guardians and your angels and your ancestors that are all waiting for you up in your bowl of soul soup. They're all there. They're all speaking to you constantly and guiding you constantly. But because we as individuals on this planet, as human beings, have free will, it truly is a matter of us asking for help. They cannot intervene. They cannot interfere. They cannot guide us with absolute certainty and clarity without our permission. In the same way that Constance just asked Jeffrey if she may speak to his higher self. The question had to be asked first for the permission to be granted, for the channel to open and the flow to come through. It was a conscious choice. It was a conscious asking. You are more than capable of doing the same for yourselves. Ask to connect to your own higher selves and your own spiritual teams. It's not always easy for us to remember to do so, but moments like deja vu are beautiful moments of reminders of who we really are and where we really come from and what we're really connected to and what we are capable of. It's a gift. Those moments are a gift if you choose to pay attention and you choose higher in those moments. It can feel like the opposite of a gift. It can feel like hell if you choose not to pay attention to those moments. Harkening back to the same lesson of karma, if you choose to ignore your higher being and your higher self and your higher consciousness, life is going to feel tremendously challenging and painful and cruel. But ultimately, it's just life being life, coming to you in a cyclical fashion. Once you understand this, that this is the way that life works, in the same way that we just use the analogy of the rain coming down to the earth and the dew returning up into the clouds and it happening again and again. As seasons pass from one to the next, from spring to summer to autumn to winter to spring to summer to autumn to winter. That is our life. That is our life in this current way of being as human beings, and it is our life as we end this lifetime as these individual personalities return to source consciousness, make the choices that we need to make in order to come back down and learn the lessons that we are meant to learn, to apply the wisdom and raise the frequency and return and go up and do it again and again and again and again. That is the reality of it. That is the truth. So once we have an understanding of that, it truly is up to us on an individual level whether to pay attention to the signs like deja vu and then what we do with those signs from that point forth. We all have so much more control over our lives and the results of our lives based on the choices that we make than we've ever given ourselves credit for. We are so much more powerful than we've ever given ourselves credit for on an individual level. Believe that. Continue forth.